You know, there's this technology popping up right now that isn't just another cool app. No, this is a fundamental shift. It's a force so powerful it's splitting the smartest people on the planet into two camps. Those who see an incredible utopia just around the corner, and those who see an absolute catastrophe waiting to happen.
And at the very heart of this whole debate is a pretty wild idea from evolutionary biologist Brett Weinstein. He says, look, we're not just building a better tool here. We've actually created something that acts like a new form of life, a new species, and we are flying completely blind into its future.
So what are we even talking about? Well, this is a whole other level beyond something like ChatGPT. An AI agent, you give it a complex goal and it just goes off and works on its own to get it done. It has its own tools, right? It can browse the web, use your credit card, write its own code. The key difference is it doesn't just respond to you, it acts in the real world.
Okay, check out this simple example, which sounds like magic, but it's totally real. In the debate that got us started on this, the host just thought, you know what, I'm thirsty. He told his AI agent he wanted water, and that was it. The agent, all by itself, opened a delivery app, used his credit card, placed the order. A few minutes later, bam, water shows up at the door. It was like he conjured it out of thin air. That's the kind of power we're dealing with.
All right, so here's the plan. We're going to explore both sides of this thing. First, the incredible promise, but then the profound peril. We're going to have to talk about jobs and then ask that huge question, what's left for us humans to do? And finally, we'll get into why this whole thing is one giant, uncontrolled experiment.
So, let's start with the good stuff, the utopian vision. The people on this side of the argument see a future where the gap between having a great idea and actually making it happen just vanishes. And that can lead to a world where opportunity is everywhere for everyone. The AI entrepreneur, Ahmad Mostaq, really captures this feeling perfectly. He's saying that your success is no longer going to be about whether you can code or have a ton of money. It's just about the quality of your ideas. If you can think, you can create.
So what does this world actually look like? Well, we're talking about massive breakthroughs in things like medicine and education, available to everybody. Imagine tiny teams, just a handful of people, having the same impact as a giant corporation. The big dream here is that all the boring, soul-crushing, repetitive work just goes away, freeing up all of humanity to be creative.
But for every single one of those promises, there's a flip side, a terrifying one. Because the same power that can build things up can also be used to tear them down. And the skeptics warn that the potential for harm isn't just a little bigger. It's on a whole different level.
There's this really powerful analogy that helps picture this. Imagine life is a marathon. In this new world, AI might create two kinds of people. You've got the hyper-creators. They get to run the race in a Formula One car. They're using these tools to build, to invent, to solve problems. But then you have the hyper-consumers, and they're forced to run the same race with their shoelaces tied together, totally distracted by AI algorithms designed to just grab their attention. And the fears aren't vague, they're very specific. Think about deepfakes so good you literally cannot tell they're fake, used to scam your grandmother. Or autonomous weapons that make life or death decisions with no human in the loop. This could lead to a world of mass manipulation, and maybe even the complete breakdown of truth itself. One debater called it the derangement of human intellect. I mean, if you can't trust video or audio anymore, what's real? Which, of course, brings us to the most immediate threat for most of us, our jobs. And the big, scary question is this. Are we basically the horse at the dawn of the automobile age? You know, essential to the economy one day and a hobby the next? I mean, just think about this for a second. In the year 1900, New York City ran on horses. They were everywhere. They were the engine of the economy. Just 13 years later, the streets were full of cars, and the horses were basically gone. That's how fast a core part of the economy can become obsolete. It's that speed, that incredible speed, that makes this AI disruption feel so different. And the data we have suggests this isn't going to affect everyone equally. Not even close. According to one analysis, if your job only requires a high school diploma, you're facing an 80% automation risk. Compare that to just 20% for jobs that need a bachelor's degree. That's a huge gap.
And the difference is also really striking when you look at gender. 80% of working women are in jobs that are at high risk, mainly because of the types of administrative and service roles that are just easiest for AI to automate away.
So the bottom line is pretty stark. If your job involves predictable, routine tasks, think data entry, quality assurance, customer service, even some accounting work, it's probably on the chopping block. And we're not talking about some far-off future. We're talking in the next couple of years. So, if this wave of automation happens, it pushes us to ask a much bigger, much deeper question. If the world doesn't need our work anymore, what's our purpose? What's left for us to do?
You see, the Industrial Revolution automated muscle power. This revolution is automating brain power. So, if machines are stronger than us and smarter than us, what's our unique contribution? What becomes our core competency as humans?
Here's a kind of wild thought experiment to chew on. Could humanity become like a house cat? I mean, a cat lives a great life, right? It's happy, it's comfortable, food just magically appears, the whole house runs on a system it doesn't understand, all managed by a superintelligence, us. The cat is perfectly happy, but it is not in control. Is that our future?
And here's the thing. All of this, the incredible good, the terrifying bad, the existential questions, it's all happening inside what is, at the end of the day, a totally uncontrolled experiment. We are building and releasing a technology whose behavior nobody can fully predict.
And to really get the danger here, you gotta understand this key difference. A regular computer is complicated. It has a lot of parts, but it's predictable. You know what it's gonna do. But a network of AI agents, that's complex. It's more like an ecosystem or a new species. It evolves. It has feedback loops we don't understand. It can do things we never intended and could never see coming.
Which brings us right back to Brett Weinstein's powerful warning. We have unleashed this thing into the world, and every single one of us, whether you are building AI or you've never touched it, we are all downstream from the consequences. There is no opting out of this one.
We are on the verge of a change as big as the invention of writing or the discovery of electricity. The potential for good is mind-blowing. The potential for harm is staggering. And it's all happening way too fast for our laws and our societies to keep up. So the question isn't, is this coming? It's here. The real question is, are we truly prepared for what comes next?